Welcome back to the show, everybody. My name is Mark.
And I'm RJ, and we're here to talk today about the World Juniors and how Toronto and Montreal are fitting in with the Olympic plans.
That's right. So disappointing loss yesterday, Canada to Czechia.
Well, yeah, it was quite a day of hockey yesterday. We'll start off in order. The Swedes and the Finns played in the other semifinal, and that was a tremendous game with a tremendous finish. Can I say tremendous too many times? They had it was a back and forther, and either team could have won. The goalies were fantastic. Poor guy in the Swedes. He had, I think they said 5 breakaways between the end of the game and through the overtime, and then shootout. He failed on the shootout too, so he's got nightmares about the Finnish goalie. Anyway, they lose. The Finns lose 4-3, heartbreaker for whichever team had them. So Swedes go on to the final. Then it was Canada and the Czechs. And what can you say? I thought the Czechs outplayed them.
We could just never get ahead.
They outshot them, outplayed them. Just had a little, the fights for the pucks were more going their way. That's just, more scoring chances. Everything. I mean, it wasn't like Canada was rolling over. It was a very close game still, and it got out. Canada kept on chipping in, and it was the Czechs got a lead in the third period, and then Canada kind of fell apart with some really stupid penalties. I mean,
the penalties.
Gavin McKenna, who could go first overall, a very irresponsible cross check to the face of a Swedish defenseman.
And then the palm on the puck and the face off.
Put his palm on the puck.
Yeah,
and also ultimately he was I think his name's Mazzy. I can't remember, but he also was. It was his check that was open in front of the net for that winning goal. So he didn't have a good final.
I just don't think we got any of the breaks. Like how many posts did Hage hit? I think he hit at least 3 or 4
and I'm
posts.
Going to repeat. You got a good one there. You got a good one. I think he's got a great story. He's resilient. I mean, his father died in a tragic swimming pool accident only last year.
Yeah,
and then he gets drafted by the Montreal Canadiens. His father's favorite team. I saw they did a little preview show segment on that, and you had to. It was like a Hallmark movie. Felt the heat in the eyes on that one.
Yeah, and
it looks like he's gonna be a hell of a hockey player.
He's definitely working. Like he's definitely trying to prove that. Yeah, he earned that draft and he earns that position in Montreal.
Montreal's got a good one there.
Yeah, and I think we're definitely going to see him in Laval next year. I think.
You never know.
Maybe by the end of the year.
Maybe
not this year, right? Laval anyway. At least let's hope. Let's cross our fingers on that one.
So they lost, and that's the way it goes. You can't win them all.
No.
And they'll play in the bronze medal game. I don't know how motivated they'll be, but
yeah, exactly.
And then the Swedes and the Czechs tomorrow night for the gold medal, and we got to wait till next year. But someone's got to win, someone's got to lose. I think, getting to the Final Fours, and it's so close now internationally. It's not Canada just dominating all the time, or Russia. It's Canada. You got to count your Final Fours now as much as you got to count your gold medals, because that's where you want. I mean, the Americans didn't even make the Final Four.
Yeah, because that's also a factor. Is Russia wasn't even in a tournament, just like Russia will not be in the Olympics.
Russia's not in the Olympics,
which gives us our segue back into the Olympics for 2026 here.
I hope the people on the Olympic Committee aren't fans of Venezuela. Then maybe the Americans will get kicked out.
Yeah, you never know, right?
I don't know. Being political again.
It all depends on what the international people say. But let's talk first with the Montreal Canadiens and who they've got going to the Olympics right now. They've got Oliver Kapanen to Finland. Yeah, very good choice.
He's been a good winger this year. He's got a lot of jump in that step there.
Yeah, fantastic rookie year going on. Juraj Slafkovsky, no doubt for sure he's going to play for Slovakia. Nick Suzuki for Canada, and Texier is going to play for France. I didn't even know France had a hockey team. Technically, to tell you the truth,
they do have the Flying French. They're called the Flying French. The not so Flying Frenchmen.
Yeah, exactly. I think they're. I don't know about their hopes about winning any medals.
I think they just want to. Like I said about Final Fours, the French are probably just working on trying to stay. Don't suffer regulation.
Yeah, absolutely.
Relegation.
And Toronto's got.
Austin Matthews will be the captain of the Americans, and we'll see how that goes. And we've got William Nylander obviously on Sweden, although he's hurt right now. And we've got Ekmar Larsson, which is kind of a bit of a surprise that Larsson What are you laughing at?
It's just
I stalled on his name.
The way you said his name. Yeah, you tell me I'm having a problem with Slavkovsky.
Oliver.
Last video.
I couldn't remember his first name.
Ekman
Oliver.
Larson,
I tried to say Omar, and I go, I know he's not an Omar.
Oh,
Oliver Eric Larson.
Yeah, I think OEL.
Well, I do know quite a bit about him. I don't know how to say his name, but this guy was in Phoenix and was a pretty good defenseman, and then Vancouver signed him for a boatload of money, and he stunk the place. And of course, Vancouver's is almost as tough as Toronto or Montreal. And Boo Birds got on him. Vancouver ended up buying him out, and he went down to Florida, won a cup there. But he was like a fifth, sixth defenseman. He's kind of like a fifth, sixth defenseman still here, to tell you the truth, when we get all our bodies back. But he's played really well this year. He's taken full advantage of the injuries, and he's playing really well. And it's quite a renaissance for him to get named to the Olympic team after a career that's got kind of shaky after a few years. He had some great years in Phoenix back in the day. And are you interested in what I have to say? Or what are you doing? Texting?
No, I was just looking at. Looking at who in Toronto got snubbed out of the.
Who got snubbed in Toronto?
Who got snubbed in
Toronto?
Toronto?
I can't imagine any other
Olympics.
Toronto Maple Leafs there. I'm surprised. We should be happy that Larson got. We got 3 with Larson.
Yeah.
Who are you thinking on the Leafs?
Well, I was thinking. Well, I did some research and I was looking at some names, and who does the internet think that Toronto got snubbed? And names came up like Tavares.
These are the people that phone up the radio stations and want these. We're going to get Nathan McKinnon in a trade. Here's who we're going to trade him. Yeah. Tavares, I love the guy. This year, but he's slowed down in the last 5 or 6 weeks. His production's. Yeah. No, he's older and he's slower, and we all get older and slower. Can't pronounce names properly, things like that. Yeah. Tavares is not even close to being. I don't think he was even on any whiteboard behind Doug Armstrong and the boys.
Matthew Knies?
Well, Knies a different story. He could have made the team. Now, I'm not going to say he should look at Matthews. But him and Matthews playing together on the top line, and Matthews struggled and was playing so lethargic for the first 2 months that had to affect Knies' production. And he's probably not. He's having I wouldn't call it an off year, but he's not having a great year. He's having what you maybe expect of him. So he didn't jump up. Therefore, he's not on the team. Knies had an opportunity to make this team, and I know that the Americans, Bill Guerin and the boys, we're watching Toronto games closely to see, is this guy a good guy because he's prototypical power forward.
Yeah.
No, he's not on the team, and please, you're not going to mention the third name because I know who the third name is.
Well, because we already had this discussion beforehand. Because I saw also, and this is not me. It's not me saying it. This is the internet saying it.
Yeah.
Morgan Riley.
No.
Hey, it wasn't me saying it.
I should be cheering for my Toronto guys. I know some people are going to go, why is this guy wearing... He's always cutting up the Leafs. But I got to say what I call balls and strikes.
I wouldn't want him on the Habs. I much less would want him on Team Canada.
He's good. He play. He gives us 18 great minutes a night. Unfortunately, he plays 20 minutes. I'm going to have to say no. So what about your guys that you're missing? What about your guys?
Yeah, so what we're looking at in Montreal, we got Oliver Kapanen, like I said. Those guys we already had. Yeah, we already said that.
Yeah, you're so happy about those guys. You're going to repeat
absolutely.
it?
So, the two that I'm really not happy about, the first one I'm going to say, because the obvious one's going to be last, but the first one I'm going to say is Cole Caufield. And Cole Caufield, I'm going to say, has got more merit to be there than Matthews right now, because he's actually he's beating Matthews in points right now. Matthews has got...
Well, first of all, Matthews is a centerman. Caufield's a right winger. He's a smallish right winger.
Yeah.
But
I mean, if we're talking about
Bill Guerin said it. You know what Bill Guerin said? He said, if you're supposed to take all the top scorers, then you don't even need a general manager. Just get out the Google and take the top 4 left wingers, right wingers. Caufield, great hockey player. I'm not going to say I would never say a bad word about the guy. But
they got the same amount of goals.
They left off 7 of their top 11 scorers in points on the Jason Robertson, who has scored more points than any other American player in the last 4 years and is leading the league presently at top American. Not on the team. Alex DeBrincat, who's better than Caufield, and the same kind of little water bug player. So if DeBrincat's not on the team, so if they were sitting around going, hey, let's put a water bug forward on the team, a guy who run around, and it would be DeBrincat, not Caufield. So Caufield didn't play good enough. Matthews, I'm going to support him here. He's a big body centerman. He blocks shots. His takeaway ratio is good. He's great on face-off. Matthews leading the league in face-offs, or was in the top.
Yeah, maybe so. But yeah, anyways,
So
Caufield's
you're not going to get, but you're not going to say, "Oh, Matthews should."
Caufield's got 20 points, 20 goals, 40 points. He's almost a goal, a point a game player, and he's not.
Well,
in the
I put it to sleep. There's no need to worry about Caufield. He does not deserve to be on the team.
The obvious one, and last one is Lane Hutson. This guy should definitely be on the team.
Definitely
be on the team. There's no reason why this guy's his stats are there. Like I'm going to tell you right now, Lane Hutson, he's first in assists amongst defensemen. Okay, he's got 42 assists. He's tied with Cale Makar for assists. He's 17th in all skaters for points for assists right now. Sorry, not for points. He's third for points in D. How could you not have the guy who's third for points in defense in the National Hockey League on your team? Even if he was a third.
In Canada, we call that being Boucharded. Yeah. Canada doesn't. Eric Bouchard doesn't get put on these teams.
But I mean, if you think he's too small, right? If you think because he wants some size, wouldn't you at least take him and say, "I'm going to put you on the third line"?
I think they've got enough. They've watched enough video. We talked about him a couple of videos ago. How he changed the culture. Just his elevation back last December just immediately changed him. Fortunately, in Montreal, and they haven't looked back.
Yeah.
Great hockey player, great future.
You think his dad called him and told him, "Say, go play for Team Canada"?
He's young. No, he's young. Yeah, no, because he's got a shot. He has a dual citizenship type of operation.
Well, his dad already mentioned on the radio once.
And probably we don't take Bouchard, so we probably wouldn't take him either. I think they got the tape on him that in crucial situations, he's because of his youth, he doesn't respond well. He maybe overplays, and his defense isn't as good as it should be. And in this kind of short tournament, you can't afford loose goals. I mean, you get put out. Now where I will say, if Bill Guerin is really taking a chance because he's left off a lot of top scorers, whereas with the Canadian teams, pretty much is most of our top scorers. There's not really any omissions. If they go in their first couple of games, they can't generate offense. There's going to be a lot of questions in regards to that. That guys like Hutson and Jason Robertson, not Caufield, but guys like Hutson and Robertson maybe should have been put on the team.
Yeah, but Caufield's got, I think he's leading the league right now in power play goals or overtime goals. One of the game-winning goals or something like that. He's leading the league. Wouldn't you want that kid on your power play?
Maybe should have done that research ahead of time.
Maybe, but there is something he's leading along that. I heard that on. He's leading something on power play goals or something.
I like Caufield. I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but they can't. They don't have room for him because Bill Guerin and Mike Sullivan have laid out a thing where they're trying to go with role players and retrofit. Like they're going to have a scoring line, an energy line, a checking line, and then a fourth line of subs to fill in the positions. And I mean, Adam Fox is a Norris Trophy winner, and he's got like 28, 29 points. He's right up there in offensive. They didn't take Adam Fox. And Mike Sullivan coaches the guy.
Yeah.
So Hudson's going to be on there's going to be more Nations Cups, more Olympics. Eventually, he's going to be on that team. I think he's young, and he probably they're worried he's not disciplined enough.
You think there's politics in there?
In regards to what?
And who you choose on your team?
Well, we're switching to our team. Why does Mark Sheffley never get picked? I don't understand that. Yeah. I mean, I don't understand. So there must be. I think that must be some sort of political thing. He can play center. He can play right wing.
Maybe some kind of internal NHL politics.
I just think that I don't know. Winnipeg's still had a history over the last 5. I'm going to be a fisherman's wife here. They've had a lot of problems in their dressing room over the years, and witness like they go up and down in the standings. Like last year first, now they're last. They've had problems in the past, and Sheffley's one of the consistents has been there the whole time. I don't know Mark Sheffley. He may be just a wonderful human being. But I don't understand why he's not picked. It's glaring to me that he's not, because he seems to have it all. He's big, he's strong, he skates fast, he scores. Why is Sheffley not on the team? Must be that some guy. I don't want to say names, but there must be some of the vets are going. We don't like the guy. We don't want him we don't want him in the room. That's what I'm thinking. Because I can see Bouchard. I know why they don't pick him. We all know why they don't. We saw it in the Stanley Cup final last year. Bouchard. Great on the power play. Personally, myself, I might have maybe had him as a sixth defenseman and then just put him out for power plays. But So there's always apparently the big rumor last year was that Logan Thompson was tearing up the league as the goalie for Washington. Didn't even get somehow your
Montembeault got it.
Your guy. Yeah. No, his name not worth pronouncing properly. He gets on there as the third stringer. Again, political. Maybe they wanted to put a French guy on. And Logan, the rumor was that two of the assistant coaches had Thompson in Vegas.
Yeah. So if you look at the goalies on both teams,
he's starting this year because Binnington's not playing well. Binnington's getting on there. He got the third goalie slot.
Right.
For a reward for how he stoned Matthews in the overtime last year.
Right, okay, so here's the goalies, right? So Canada has Binnington, Kemper, and Thompson. The U.S. has Hellebuck, Ottinger, and Swayman. Who's got the advantage there?
Well, I can tell you right now, the Americans have a big advantage in goal. Logan Thompson's pretty good, is playing really well. But these Hellebuck, if he was healthy, these guys are maybe three of the. I mean, Swayman, he's up and down a little bit, but yeah, these three are great goalies. If Canada's got a weakness, it's going to be goal. I'm hoping Logan Thompson.
Yep.
And Binnington's there because Binnington's a money guy. Trust me, when the money's on the line, I know he's struggling with St. Louis right now, but when the money's on the line, I would be fine with him in that.
Right. All right. Well, tell us what you think in the comments below. If you agree or disagree with me thinking that Caufield should be on the team.
Hutson.
Cole Hutson.
That's another way to get. That's another way to get.
That's a whole other person.
That's another way to get both of them on the team.
Yeah, exactly, absolutely. So if you agree with Rick, you agree with me. Let your comments leave your comments down below. Like and subscribe, and then we'll see you in the next video.